Hey, what is up everyone? This is Radioactive Raw SNG continuing this playthrough of Sonic Advance for the Game Boy Advance. Last time we left off, we got all 7 caster modes and defeated Eggman as Super Sonic and the Super Sonic ending, and today we are going to be looking at the extras for this game. So before we begin, I would like to ask y'all to hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 25 likes, and if we can do that, I will upload my next Sonic LP even sooner. And as I said, we're going to be looking at the extras for this game. It's going to be a pretty chill, laid back video. Since we are done, we defeated Eggman in this game, and we could just kind of, you know, end this LP off today. So yeah, first things first, we're going to be looking at the options. We're going to be looking at all the extras for this game. We're actually going to be looking at the other characters I didn't play with and looking at the extra stuff in this game. So first things first, we do have our options. There is the Scrap Brain music here, Scrap Brain Zone. Yeah, awesome. The only thing I don't like about it is that, like, this part. Yeah, they don't have, like, the little doom 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 like from the Genesis version, but I don't know, I'm just really picky about that. And if you click on your player data, you do have Starlight Zone, so that's pretty interesting. And you do have a versus record if you played with friends. Like, all their names would list here, like all the people you have in your versus record. Yeah, so one thing I like to bring up that's really weird is that I hate the small case letters for this. Like, you put like your name, if you just have your name capitalized and then the small letters after the lowercase letters, it looks really weird. I never like that. Tell me I'm not the only person that had that pet peeve with this game. But yeah, why don't we look at, we do have level. So you can play this game on normal, and if you press left, you can play on easy. But personally, like, if you were to ask me, I would say play on normal, because easy takes away a lot of the fun stuff about this game. Like, unless you have like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old cousin who wants to just play this game for some reason, then you put it on easy. But yeah, you do have the time up thing from most classic games. Yeah, obviously I leave that on. It's not like you're ever gonna really time out. So, alright, we do have the sound test. We're gonna look at that in a second. We do have our language, whether you want to play this game in English or Japan. For whatever reason, they left Japanese at the top since this game was made for Japan first. You do have your button config. Now, weirdly enough, if you click this, you can set it to reverse. Yeah, who wants to do that? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you can reverse your buttons if you want. I usually only do that for like shooters and stuff. But yeah, why don't we look at the sound test? And in this game, if you remember in Sonic Advance 2, we had Cream playing her tambourine. But if you just like randomly pick some music, Amy has some maracas, so that's actually pretty awesome. Now, all the music in this game goes in order, like literally from the first time you boot this game up. Yeah, so like the first little intro thing, it goes all the way until like you get into the themes and stuff. Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. I just wish they had like a little thing to say. I just wish they had like something to say, like what the theme was. But yeah, I mean, there's Amy there chilling. Interestingly enough, like in this game, everything is already unlocked. Like, you don't have to do what you did in Advance 2, so that's pretty awesome. And that pretty much does it for the options. So why don't we look at the Tiny Chao Garden? Now, if you remember in Advance 2, we had a Tiny Chao Garden, and my problem with this one is, so first things first, before we do anything, if you're gonna have this game and you're gonna have the Tiny Chao Garden, never delete the data for Sonic Advance. Don't do it, because if you do that, then you will not be able to bring your rings over from the main game that you collect. Because if you collect rings in the main game, it transfers over to your Tiny Chao Garden so that you can buy things. But the first time that if you delete it, then the game just like loses what's the word? It just like loses everything. You can't, like, you won't be able to, you'll just have to do the mini games in here. So yeah. So as you can see, we have our Chao Man, Defender of Good. What? Get out of here. But yeah, I mean, let's actually look at if you press L, you do have your shop. What are you saying right now? What? Political reform? Okay, oh my god, what is this child talking about? Yeah, so if you look right here, oh, why is he talking so much? I want to get a mohawk, okay. You do have your different fruits, depending on, you can bring your child over from Adventure 2, and depending on what their favorite fruit was from that game, you can actually get it here. So that's actually pretty awesome. And each fruit does bring up a different stat, and now he went to sleep. I was actually going to give him a fruit. But as you can see right here, there's always going to be something rare between these two spots. If you buy this little horn and give it to him, like just to have, yeah, if you like buy something and then, yeah, look, a duck popped up now. So that's pretty cool. Like every now and then something really rare is going to pop up in these two spots. And we do have like this really shiny egg. Yeah, that's pretty cool, but I don't have the space for it. You can only have one child in here at a time. So, whether you, like, if you don't take care of your child, then, ooh, let's give him something. He's hungry. Yeah, if you don't take care of your child and he's hungry, he's gonna run away. And then you can, like, buy another egg and get a rare child here. So, we're gonna be looking at the mini games for this game. So this is the main exclusive one for Advance. Now, you want to do this as quickly as possible, but pretty much what you're gonna be doing is trying to get rid of everything here. So, bam. 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 Alright, now we're looking better. Yeah, now we're looking good. Now we're looking good. Now we need some papers. Alright, we got a couple scissors here, just chilling. Alright, here we go. Now it's gonna move a little bit faster, and you just wanna BAM! And there we go, and now we have another set. So it just keeps on indefinitely doing this until you run out of time. I've never gotten past like the first few rounds of this. It's like really hard. Plus they start to move faster and faster. Yeah, so this is like the exclusive one. You're just playing rock, paper, scissors, trying to beat paper. You know how this goes. Rob Shamdo. I don't know how you say that word. Alright, but anyway, we do have the main one that's in every Chao Garden. Every version of the Chao Garden has this game in it. And it's pretty much the same thing. You're playing memory. And yeah, so as always, if you just press the A button, alright, there we go, yeah. So if you just constantly tap the A button, once in a while he'll just like fall over. And you can kind of stop him from moving stuff around. But since I wasn't paying attention, I'm gonna lose this. I don't think I'm gonna do this. Was it right here? My memory's bad. Holy crap. I literally just seen it and it was right here, okay. 6 rings, basically you gotta get your rings from matching up stuff, and we lost. That's great. But that is pretty much the Chao Garden right there. Yeah, so that's our two mini games that you can get rings from. Like I said, if you do delete the data for this game, you will have to get your rings through this, and it's a pain in the butt. So yeah, I mean, other than that, like, you can transfer your Chao over from Adventure 2 or Adventure DX and bring it over to this game. And like, if you want to have it on the go, that was the main feature of this. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. Yeah, so, ooh, look at this. Like, I swear this never happens in, like, Pinball Party or Advance 2. Like, you never get these kind of rare eggs, I swear to God. Like, once in a while you will, but holy crap. Like, there's a couple showing up, and that's a lot. But, anyway, that is pretty much everything for the Chao Garden that I have to really say. This version of the game really doesn't have that many animations. I always recommend, like, if you're interested in the Chao Garden, then to get the Pinball Party version or Advance 2, because the Chao actually does a bunch of different things. Like, he flies, he swims around, he does all kind of different things. In this one, he just like walks around and stuff. But that's pretty much it for the Chao Garden. Alright, so we're going to be looking at a couple things before we end off this video. First things first, I don't remember if I actually told y'all what the code was for this game to actually play Sonic and Tails, so I will do that right now. So when you're a Sonic, you want to press up, and then turn into Tails, press down, turn to Knuckles, press the L button, press the R button with Amy, and then go back to Sonic, and you will hear a ring sound. So yeah, as you can see, we do have Tails with us now, so that's pretty much the Sonic and Tails cheat right there. You can have Tails follow you around and do whatever you want. You tap the A button, he flies around. He's pretty much like his Genesis version. He does everything just like he would in the Genesis games, and that's actually pretty awesome. So yeah, that is pretty much that. Alright, so why don't we actually start looking at the other characters in this game. Since we have beaten this game with Sonic, we're going to be looking at the other characters, kind of doing a mini showcase with these other characters, so that you can kind of get an idea how they play and stuff. So first things first, we're going to be looking at my main man, Knuckles. One of my favorite characters in the series, and one of my favorite characters to play with in this game. So yeah, let's actually look at Knuckles, and we are going to be playing in, why don't we do Casino Paradise Zone 2, because I love this stage. So yeah, holy crap, I love this stage, like the music and everything. But yeah, why don't we look at Knuckles. So Knuckles is one of my favorite characters in this game. I did say in Advance 2 he's like one of the worst characters for me, but in this game he's actually like probably my favorite along with Sonic. So yeah, first things first, Knuckles, if you press the B button, yeah, if you press the B button, he does have a 3-punch combo that goes into an uppercut. Actually pretty interesting because they took it out in the later Advance games. Like, he just does this. But yeah, this is here. If you do play with Tails as your partner to Advance 3, then this move does come back, interestingly enough. And I think there's like a super version of that or something, like you could do a super uppercut. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Otherwise, Knuckles is pretty much the same character as we've always known him. He glides, like if you double tap the A button, he glides around. You can climb things. Let me see if I can find a spot that I can climb on. Alright. You do spin dash with Knuckles, so keep that in mind. Like, he's pretty much Sonic except better, to be. But yeah, you can climb up things. He does. Sadly, you can't dig or any of that stuff if you're wondering. What else does Knuckles do? I'm trying to think. I don't think that's pretty much all he does. Is there? Nope. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much Knuckles. Knuckles is one of the best characters in this game to play with for me. I actually got the furthest with Knuckles for a long time. And then I felt like, you know what? I'm a Sonic fan. Like, Sonic is my favorite character. I have to beat this game with Sonic first. And I did that. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. Like, is it me or is like Knuckles running animation kind of weird in this game though? Like, look at how he runs. He kind of runs like a little ninja or something from Naruto. I don't know. It's really weird. But that is pretty much everything I have to show from Knuckles. Alright, so we're going to be looking at Amy Rose next. So, Amy is one of my favorite female characters in the series. And, after playing this game, you'll probably think otherwise. But yeah, let's actually look at Amy Rose. So, we're going to be doing Neo Green Hill Act 2. So yeah, Amy, man. Amy is, I think, the hardest character to play with in this game. You're gonna see why. Amy, holy crap, like, I feel bad for, like, female fans of Sonic. Like, those characters, those people who were girls that like Sonic, and they want to play this game as the female character, and then realize, like, Amy's actually garbage in this game. So, yeah, let's actually talk about why Amy's, like, that bad in this game. Alright, so, she doesn't have a spin jump. That's the first thing. Like, if you jump, yeah, she is open to any attacks from enemies. Like, she can't do anything about it. She just jumps like normal. Other characters can do their spin jump and it can hurt the enemy and they can defend themselves, but she can't. So you have to jump and press the B button and use your hammer, like, to do a little spin attack. Then that only lasts for a few frames compared to the other moves, so that sucks. So if you do jump and press the B button, or press down and B, yeah, she has her little spin attack that kind of works the same way as the spin jump as well. And yeah, I mean, that move's okay, but it still kind of sucks. And yeah, holy crap, I love doing this stage with Amy for some reason. The music just fits her style for me. And she does have her Pico hammer. If you double tap it, she does like a second attack in this game that never showed up in another game again. They never brought that back, I don't think, except I think if you play with Knuckles as your partner and Advance 3, that's her second move or something. I don't remember. But yeah, she does have a second move that pretty much covers a little more ground. And it's actually pretty useful against, like, bosses that are on the ground and get, like, some easy attacks on them. Because if you do this, yeah, you can kind of, like, do it really fast and get, like, maybe 4 hits, like, per, I guess, attack. Open attack on Eggman. So, last thing is that Amy does have a, oh, what? Did you see that? Dude, that's not what? Dude, that was supposed to happen. What the heck was that? Okay, so that really was not supposed to happen. That's actually a really weird glitch. I've never had that happen. But, yeah, if you do this, Amy does have a, she can grind down rails. She's the only other character besides Sonic that can grind rails. And it's actually pretty interesting because in Adventure 2, which is what this game is kind of based off of, only the hedgehogs could kind of grind. It was Sonic, Shadow, Amy, and Metal Sonic. So I like that continuity that they kept in this game. How it's just like Sonic and Amy who come over from that game that can only grind on rails. Last thing is that you do have a dash run. Since Amy has like literally no momentum, if you press down and A, which is usually your spin dash, you have to use this instead. But it does give you decent momentum, so I can't really complain. Amy's like really bad with momentum, and like this move gives you instant speed. So you know, that's pretty much that. Other thing that sucks is that if you press the down button anytime while you're running, then like you can't spin. What's that word? You can't do your like roll attack or anything. Oh yeah, and that's one last thing. Like Amy has a bunch of moves. If you press down and B, yeah, she does like this little spin thing. It doesn't protect you from anything. It's just good for dodging. Like you can't like use it as a spin jump. And that is pretty much it for Amy. So yeah. Alright, so last in the line is Miles Tails Prower. We're going to be looking at our good sidekick, our good friend Tails. Since he was in the main story, but we haven't really talked about him, so that's what we will do right now. So why don't we do yeah, why don't we do Act 1 of Angel Island Zone? Since Tails is decent for this stage, he's a flying character. So yeah, Tails is pretty much what you would expect from, like, normal. I mean, he flies. I think his flying in this game is 10 seconds or like 8 seconds. I don't remember. Yeah, his flying's like really good in this game. He's like 10 seconds, I swear. Look at this. Compared to, like, I think in this game he has 10 seconds of flight time. Advance 2 he has like 8 seconds, and then Advance 3 he has like 5 seconds. It's like really bad. They nerfed his flight so much in this game, or in that game, like as the series went on. And it kind of sucks, but yeah, I mean, you can still fly with him. It's not a problem. It's just like Tails is really broken in this game, and he's really fun to play with, actually. Like I said, with Knuckles, he's a better version of Sonic. I mean, he does everything better than what Sonic would. I just like Sonic for the character. But yeah, I mean, Tails has his tail whip. If you press the B button, he has his tail whip. Interestingly enough, he has that. And I don't know, what else does Tails have? He has his classic run. As you can see, he just kind of floats there. Other games, like the newer games, kind of just make him run like normal. Actually, pretty interesting. Yeah, Tails just kind of floats there. But what else is there? I think that's pretty much that. I don't know what else Tails does. I think that's it. Like, he's pretty much just a simple flight character. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the characters, the showcase and whatnot. We are pretty much done. Alright, last but not least, you do have a time attack in this game. So yeah, there's actually like a record book if you want to like look at your times. I don't think I've really done any in this game, but I like the little animation, like the little thing here. Like, you can see like a silhouette of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. You can kind of see, like, I don't know, it's weird, but like their hands. It's like they all have kind of like a hand pose or something. Yeah, I think that's really cool. But like, yeah, I mean, that's like this game does a lot of fun stuff. It reminds me of like CD, like that kind of time attack screen. But yeah, I mean, you can have your best times here. I used to play time attack more than the actual game. It's really fun. And yeah, I think, like, if you remember, I was talking about this. But let's see. Yeah, if you go to start, which is actually what you use to do this. You can't use Sonic and Tails for this. But you can only do Sonic. And if you do come over to Egg Rocket Zone, yeah, so in this actual version, normally you have a time limit for each section, but you only have 10 minutes for this. So I don't think it's possible to do it, like, really. If you do it, you'll probably only have like a few seconds left. But yeah, that is pretty much like that. Like time attack in a nutshell. You have 10 minutes to do what you have to do and beat the stage. Alright guys, so I hope y'all have enjoyed this extras video. That is pretty much everything I have to show for this game, and hope y'all have enjoyed this LP. It's been so much fun. I've really enjoyed this game. I love this game. One of my favorites in the series. Like, really underappreciated. No one really talks about this game, and I think it's Sonic 4. I think it's like one of the best 2D games, and it's just god amazing. Everything about this game is just really classic for me. I don't know if it's because, like, at the time I was really into Sonic, and everything that Sonic had came out was really good. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything I have to show for this game. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and until then, peace out. You have a good night.